So I recently did a big breakdown of a bonsai piece that I am very happy to call my own, that exists in my collection. So a lot of people brought up the Bonsai versus Cute book. Now, I did a flip of this years ago, but I thought I'd do another one because I don't think I ever did a talk through flip. I think I just did a sort of one accompanied to music. So I thought I'd go through it. Let's have a look. This is the first edition, by the way, which is why the cover design is slightly different. Some of you will have a first edition, some of you will have a later edition. By the way, it's not available anymore, unfortunately, but you'll get a good idea of what's in it from here. So this is my side, my end. You'll see what I mean by that in a minute. And most of my stuff is what you sort of would have expected of me at the time. The odd bit of lettering and stuff like that, but mostly a lot of this kind of stuff. There's a lot of monochromatics in here. There's some colour stuff, but a lot of monochromatics. I've done a lot of black ink and graphite at the time, or sometimes that's a grey pen in there, grey felt tip, and on this one as well. But I was loving the monochromatics at this point. I was not using colour very much at all. Collab with Hush here. I think we did that specifically for this book, if memory serves me. Nice sort of concept piece. That was a travelling black book, which is what, I don't know where that went actually. I lost that. Yeah, don't know where that ended up. It was a little square travelling black book that I thought was a nice thing to take on my travels. Taking stuff on your travels, that stuff just gets lost, doesn't it? I did that for, I probably shouldn't say who, it's quite famous, she's quite a famous actress. I did that for her birthday. Yeah, I'm getting really into machines and stuff at this point. This was for Spore 153, amazing German writer. We did an exchange, me and him. I've always loved this piece. Always loved this piece. I might add, I can't remember what year we did. I think it was about 2011, was it? Maybe that we did this. And some of the stuff in here, I still really love it. And some of it, I quite cringe when I see it. If any really cringy stuff comes up, I tell you. So I quite like all this. Bit of an unfinished Cthulhu there. I mean, considering I did that, what, 14 years ago. I'm still, you see the colour stuff. I used to work in water-based colours in these days, and you can really tell, so streaky, and you don't get decent colour matching, in my opinion. And these were pretty good. They were pretty good pens generally. They're just not good enough. That's the thing. They just weren't good enough. So I find this stuff a little bit cringy now. Not the subject matter and the stuff, like the composition and stuff, and but like the colours are so kind of like garish, These are canvases, and I hadn't worked on canvas for years, and I thought I'd get back into it, and it's come out all right. I mean, I would expect far better of myself nowadays, but I was quite pleased with it at the time. That went into an exhibition up in Marylebone in London. Getting into tube maps again there. These were great. I discovered the train templates, paper train templates. Blitzed some of them for a while. These were very popular. People loved these. You can see why. Yes, yes. I mean, you know, some slightly kind of... You shouldn't look too closely. That's a bit yucky. See, I love all this. I love this stuff. Huge challenge trying to get... Just thinking of different ideas. Working with... These are all done in ballpoint, by the way. It's just a biro. And it's a great challenge to an artist, I think. If you want to set yourself a really good challenge at any stage of your artistic path, just get a black biro, work in a confined space, because these, I mean, these obviously shrunk down, but they're not that much bigger than that. They're only about like that long, these stickers, by about that. So you work in a confined space, you've got to work really small, detailed. At the same time, you've got to do something with it that fills the space and looks good. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing these as a challenge. It's a nice thing to do. Yeah, do you know what? I'm really pleased with most of this still. Most of this still flies for me. So I'm using these characters over and over and over again. I love these characters. Absolutely love them. The teddy and the rabbit and all that. And then, yeah, it reached a point where I thought it was a bit played out. But, you know, he's back now in B form. Yeah. Oh, we did a collab piece, especially for this book in Bonsai. That's quite nice. This is an idea around, you know, doing comic-y, cartoony kind of stuff. Okay, now this is the middle book. So what I'll do now, I'll flip it over, because this is what we did. So that's my side, and this is his side. Those of you who have the book, you already know that. But for those of you who don't, this is Bonsai's end. Now, there was a whole thing about, you know, people would say to me, oh, he really burned you in that book. Yes, I know he really burned me. He's probably one of the best writers in the entire world. That's why we wanted to do this. He's an amazing writer. I mean, this stuff is just amazing, isn't it? Just amazing. Amazing. I mean, feel free to point out in the comments just how much he burned me, but I'm cool with that. I'm fine with being burned by a writer who is considered one of the best of his generation. I've got no problem with it. No problem at all. Such cool stuff, right? Really cool. Look at that. Oof. This is that Infinity 3D we were talking about the other day. Love it. A bit close up there. Love these pieces. All in that sort of really delicate monochromatic kind of, it's not even a warm grey, is it? It's a brown, really, I guess. These are ace. Love these. So cool. The famous bonsai Bode. That's the one, of course, that we were looking at the other day, reprinted in the book. You were looking at the original the other day. These are all ace, isn't it? So great hip hop, big boy characters. Done that in 2014, so it can't have been 2011. It must have been 2015. Another close up. Oh, better close up even. That's bigger than the original even. So cool. Look at it all day. Just love these segmented pieces, broken up bits. Really good stuff. Super inventive. Nice. A gnarly pencil one there. Some lovely straight letters as well. Big flare on the B. Nice. Quick chat about this. Big B, small O, big N, small Z, big A, small I. That's an interesting compositional conceit as well, worth bearing in mind for the beginner or the intermediate. Big, small, big, small, big, small. You're thinking about overall shape and composition, use of negative space. Fill the space, negative space, fill the space, negative space, fill the space, negative space. Really good. Love this because I love anything sci-fi-ish or spacey. Crazy. It's very ghetto farceur, that, if you know that crew. Bonsai, I believe, has painted with a bunch of them. Certainly Neaston fans, probably Bims as well. Oh, and probably Rems, so probably most of them. That really reminds me. All his stuff at this point, sort of, all his wilder stuff reminds me of Ghetto Farceur. For those of you who don't know him, French crew, groundbreaking stuff. That is very Ghetto Farceur. That's lovely, isn't it? This is one of my favourites. Great character. Close up of that one. That's awesome. And then we're in the middle again. And there we go. So, just wanted to give you that as a bit of a flip so you could have a look inside. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.